Bakit ganito ang sistema ng Pilipinas? Ay di ka pa lang bida-bida ka na. Ano pa kaya kung ibang requirements? Fresh graduate ka pa lang and they want you to be a professional with years of experience. So why should we hire you? I don't know. Maybe because I'm alive. Maybe because I survived for years of college with group projects that almost gave me PTSD. Does that count? What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. So, today, let's talk about something that's driving every Filipino absolutely crazy: the everyday life in the Philippines. You know, the little things, or not so little things, that make you go, wait, what did you say? From ID paradoxes to fresher frustration, to jobs that pay peanuts, to bosses expecting you to show up in a typhoon, today we're going all in. So if you've lived here for more than a month, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so let's talk about this. You want to get your first government ID, right? You're fresh out of college, excited, feeling like finally adulting, ready to, I don't know, function as a normal citizen. Tapos, bigla nilang sasabihin sa'yo, pwede bang valid ID? And you're like, wait, what? Excuse me. First time ka dito. And that's literally the reason you're standing in line. You don't have a valid ID yet. How does that even make sense? Ano ba to? Quantum physics? Do I need a time machine to have an ID before I can get an ID? And the best part, they look at you like it's your fault. Like, oh, you thought life would be easy? Cute mo. Cute. Cute ba? I didn't realize applying for an ID in the Philippines was some kind of rite of passage. Or maybe a reality TV challenge. And while you're there struggling, may mga tao na parang, nasa Zen masters lang, smiling, submitting their papers effortlessly, looking like they just solved world hunger. Meanwhile, you're standing there like, excuse me, bakit parang epic quest lang ang simpleng goal ko today? Makakuha ng ID. Like, seriously, can someone please explain this to me? If it's your first ID, do you just magically have another ID hidden somewhere? Or do we all just show up with our aura and have it counts as identification? And honestly, if I argue, do they suddenly ask me to solve a riddle before processing the application? Because that's how it feels sometimes. And the thing is, you just nod, smile, and say, okay po, sige po, babalik na lang po. Kasi kung hindi, baka mas magiging complicated pa lahat. I mean, bakit ganito ang sistema ng Pilipinas? Ay di ka pa lang bida-bida ka na. Ano pa kaya kung ibang requirements? I'm just, trying to move forward in life, but apparently the government wants me to master patience, humility, and advanced solving problems all the same time. All you wanted was a small piece of plastic, an identification. This is not adulthood. This is a test of survival skills. And the Philippines bureaucracy, they're the boss level. Congratulations! You didn't die in line. You leveled up. And now, so after surviving the ID paradox, you think, okay, finally, I can be an adult. I can start my life. Better no. Life in the Philippines is like, hold my coffee, anak. Because just when you think you're ready to enter the workforce, the job market hits you with fresher frustration. That's right. Fresh graduates, bright eyed, ready to conquer the world. Tapos every single job posting says must have 2 to 3 years freaking experience. Wait, wait. Ano ba to? Fresh graduate ka pa lang, and they want you to be a professional with years of experience that you literally haven't had time to get yet. Like, um, first time graduate pa ako. Fresh graduate pa ako. How does that even work? Kung wala kang experience, paano ka magkakaroon ng experience? It's literally a catch-22. Are we supposed to invent a time machine and go back to work before we graduate? Or should I just write professional adulting experience from 2010 to 2024, and I hope HR buys it. And you try to reason with yourself, maybe internships count. But no, internship is not enough. Volunteer work, nice try, but no. What is this? The Hunger Games of employment? At the same time, you see people on social media posting, I got my dream job after graduation. And you're like, really? Did you bribe them? Or you have a secret superpower? You have connections inside? Who do you know there? I need tips. And then the worst part, applications after applications. You keep getting rejection emails. Thank you for applying, but we've chosen another candidate for more experience. Oh, okay, but how? They all want someone with experience and no one hires freshers. So, who is supposed to train us? Who? And sometimes the job description itself is is just unbelievable. Like, must be able to work 8 hours straight, pleasing personality, flexible, creative, multitasker, Photoshop expert, content creator, data analyst, ninja skills required for freaking minimum wage. Okay, pero parang joke na lang to. Do they expect me or any one of you to clone yourself to do all of that? And don't even get me started on HR interviews. You prepare, you rehearse, everything. Tapos they ask, so why should we hire you? I don't know. Maybe because I'm alive. Maybe because I survived for years of college with group projects that almost gave me PTSD. Does that count? Honestly, it's exhausting. It's demoralizing. It's frustrating. And it's hilarious in a sad kind of way because every fresh graduate has been there, standing in front of a computer, reading yet another impossible job posting, muttering, ano ba to? Because at the end of the day, we survive, adapt, and improvise. But seriously? Philippine job market, can we make sense for 5 seconds? Because fresh graduates are not mythical creatures. They exist, and yes, they want to work. Can you please just give them a chance? And now, after you survive the impossible job postings as a fresher grad, and you've sent out hundreds of thousands of applications just to get rejection emails, you think, okay, at least maybe the pay will be good, right? You're wrong. You see, here comes salary versus requirements. The next level of Filipino job market absurdity. Because suddenly you're reading a job post that wants you to do everything under the sun. Be an expert in Excel, Photoshop, social media, coding, planning, and all. And your salary, just enough for the MRT fare per week. So, congratulations. You survived the catch 22 of no experience, no job. Now, welcome to the cruel joke of all the work, none of the pay. Let's talk about jobs with too many requirements, but teeny tiny pay. You know, the ones you open a job posting and it's like, we need someone with 10 years experience, expert in everything, like everything. And then you scroll down to the salary, 8,000 pesos for per month. Excuse me? Are we doing math here or is math optional? Pardon me, but how is this even supposed to make sense? You want a superhero who can do everything and in return, a lunch that costs more than your salary. Seriously? Let's think about this. You want me to work 8 hours straight, juggle how many tasks at a time, solve every problem that exists in the company. Tapos you give me a little amount of money as compensation. I don't think the math is mathing here. And the funny part, well, funny in a sad way, is people still apply. Why? Because we need the money, people need money, and also hope is a cruel thing. People will always tell ourselves maybe they'll raise the salary once they see my skills. Sure, and maybe pigs will fly too. And the requirements, grabe. They're sometimes so random, like must be able to work under pressure, flexible, proactive, team player, love cats, have favorite pizza topping. Ano ba to? Is this the interview I'm expecting? And don't even get me started on certification madness. Every job wants a certificate for something, sometimes for things that are literally learned in college. Do I need a PhD in Photoshop too? Or maybe a master's in coffee making just in case I need to impress the boss during morning meetings? Because honestly, it's exhausting. Nakakatawa, pero nakaka-frustrate din. You feel like the system is saying, do everything, be everything, but get paid like nothing. Somehow, we still survive, we still apply, we still hope. But seriously, can someone please explain this logic? It's like the Filipino job market is a joke, and we're the punchline. Now, if you thought that was bad, wait, hold on. Because we've been talking about insane job requirements and tiny pay, but the Philippine logic doesn't stop there. Oh no, it gets worse. Welcome to the world of flawed work expectation. Yes. Typhoon season is basically a national sport, and your boss, well, they clearly trained for it in ignoring reality. So picture this: heavy rain, street flooded, water reaching your knees, wind blowing like it wants to lift your roof off, and your boss still texts you. Make sure the store is not flooded. Excuse me? You want me to wade through a river to punch a clock? Do you want me to bring a kayak? Maybe a life vest, a lantern, just to sit at my desk or do my job? And the thing is, it's not like the company is providing helicopters. No. It's just come to work and don't complain. But seriously, ano ba to? Survival of the fittest? Is this the extreme adulting challenge? Because sometimes I wonder, if I don't show up, do I get fired? Or if I do show up, do I get an award for bravery or maybe a medal for flood survival 2026? Cash? Of course not. You just get a soggy shoes and a wet bag of problems. That's it. And then there's the mindset, resilience, hard work, Filipino spirit. Sure, call it whatever the fuck you want. But can we be real? There's nothing resilient about risking your life just to show up. And yet, we do it. We brave the floods, we smile through the rain, we complain loudly on social media. I say, what else can we do? And let's add insult to injury. Kasi pag umabsent ka, 300 pesos or more per day ang kaltas, di ba? Pero pag nagkasakit ka, expenses, mahigit ilang libo, plus deduction pa sa sahod. Nag-iisip ba kayo? Parang ang simpleng pagiging tao may penalty na. Hindi lang ang katawan mo ang nagsasuffer, pati bulsa mo. And honestly, this is peak absurdity. We've got a country where typhoons are regular, roads turn into rivers, bosses act like it's normal for you to show up, and they wonder why people complain. Why? Why do you think so? That's Filipino life for you. It's frustrating, ridiculous, and yet somehow we adapt. So, from ID paradoxes to impossible job requirements to salary that doesn't make sense to flooding, typhoon expectations, and ridiculous pay deductions, what have you learned? Life in the Philippines doesn't make sense. And honestly, guys, this is exactly why Filipinos choose to work abroad. Kasi dito, you get asked to risk your life just to punch a clock, pay 300 pesos if you're absent, mahigit ilang libo if you get sick, and thousand of requirements for how much salary. And typhoons treat it like a normal workday. It's not about, leaving family or chasing the dream, the international dream. It's about survival and sometimes sanity. Because abroad, at least, there's pay that actually matches your effort, the systems that make sense. And no boss is expecting you to kayak to the office in a storm. So, yeah, maybe it's frustrating, maybe it's ridiculous, but this is the reality. And somehow Filipinos adapt. We laugh at the absurdity, we share memes, we rant online, and sometimes just say, okay, if this is life, then let's make the best of it. Fuck it. Because, at the end of the day, life in the Philippines is chaos, comedy, and survival all rolled into one. And this is why our kababayans are chasing opportunities abroad, because sometimes the world outside just makes a little more sense. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.